In 1969, a shop owner in Osaka was selling machines that made cotton candy. A decade later, he was running two companies at once and about to lose control of the one he started first. This is the origin story behind a name most people only know from one word: R-Type. Real story starts somewhere much stranger. Another empire, another case. Here's what really happened. Kenzo Tsujimoto's path into gaming didn't start with an arcade. It started with a confectionery shop and a fascination with cotton candy machines, which he began selling around Japan in the early 1970s. Somewhere in that traveling sales route, he got asked to modify pachinko machines. That single request pointed him toward amusement equipment instead of candy equipment. In July 1974, that path became a real company, IPM Co. Limited, not a game studio, a hardware and rental business, leasing metal games and pinball-style machines to candy shops and bakeries, anywhere that already collected small coins. IPM wasn't trying to build the future of arcades. It was trying to place machines wherever people already had spare change. That instinct was about to collide with the biggest arcade boom Japan had ever seen. In 1977, IPM partnered with Nanao Electric to manufacture cabinets. A year later, Space Invaders hit Japan, and IPM found itself operating large numbers of licensed invaders and breakout machines during the boom. IPM Invader, the company's own take, released around this time, is often called a clone in English language retellings. Japanese sources tell it differently. This was licensed hardware built during a boom IPM was riding, not stealing. In 1979, the company renamed itself Irem. The story usually told is that IBM sent a letter over the name's similarity to their own. Contemporary reporting at that time gives a plainer reason: business expansion. Take the IBM story as the version everyone repeats, not the version anyone's confirmed. That same year, while still tied to Irem, Tsujimoto founded a second company, IRM Corporation. Today, almost nobody knows that name, but everybody knows what it became. Tsujimoto was running two companies at once. One of them was about to fire him. By February 1980, Nanao had taken effective control of Irem. Tsujimoto stayed on as chairman, but the real authority had already shifted elsewhere. In late 1982, that shift became final. Nanao's own president stepped into Irem's presidency directly, and Tsujimoto was moved into a chairman role, stripped of representative power. The company he built from a cotton candy sales route now belonged to someone else. In 1983, he left it behind entirely. The same year Tsujimoto walked away from Irem, his second company released its first original arcade game. That company was becoming Capcom. Tsujimoto lost the company he started first. What Irem did next without him is the part of this story that actually made the name famous. In 1982, the same year Tsujimoto's authority collapsed, Irem released Moon Patrol, a moon rover crossing a lunar surface full of craters and mines, in a side-scrolling world that had real depth to it for the first time. Multiple background layers moved at different speeds. It wasn't the very first game to attempt parallax scrolling, but it became the landmark example of doing it right. Williams Electronics licensed it for the American market, and Moon Patrol became Irem's first major international hit. The company Tsushimoto lost control of had just found its real identity. Original arcade games followed fast: 10-Yard Fight, Zippy Race, Spelunker, and Spartan X. The game the West would come to know as Kung Fu Master. 1983 through 1984 became Irem's golden run. The founder wasn't there to see it happen. The company Tsushimoto walked away from kept building. The company he walked toward was just getting started. You now know how a cotton candy machine salesman built two companies at once, lost control of the first, and watched it become famous anyway without him. What you don't know yet is what he built with the second one. That's next. Another empire, another case. Here's what really happened.